Andy here with the Three Dragons School's free chai tea. We're having free chai tea this morning. That's interesting. Free Tai Chi everyday Qigong. Free, yes, everyday Qigong. Everyday Qigong is what we're doing this morning. So we're here with our free session that we do every weekday morning. If you've not joined one of these before, then just find a space on the floor and just join along. Just follow along with what we're doing and really just have a play with it. It's not about seriousness, it's not about feeling the burn, it's about experiencing, feeling what's going on inside the body and just getting your body to feel good, calming the mind down and just having a bit of fun first thing in the morning before we have to go off and start our day. So only ever work to 70% of what you think your physical capacity is. If you work to 70%, then your body has a chance to grow and build sustainably over time. If you work to 100%, you'll end up with burnout, and especially if you're pushing yourself all the time to 120%, you'll definitely burn out, especially if it's done sustained over a long period of time. If you think of a percentage, it's a division of 100. So if people are asking you to put 120% in, well, the extra 20% never existed anyway. So we say only work to 70% of what you think your physical capacity is, so you have 30% left with which to heal, to grow, to experience, to assimilate. Okay, and because you need 30% for you. So with that said, we're just going to take it nice and steady, just follow along with the movements, just relax completely and enjoy what we're doing. Or not, whatever the case may be. That's interesting. Okay, right, so just take a moment just to become present. Okay, so we're here in our bodies, ready to start the Qigong. Then turn your foot 45 degrees to the corner and sit down through the legs. So we're opening up our ankles, our knees, our hips. The tailbone drops so the pelvis can level. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips. Chin is tucked in very gently to create the stretch in the spine. And then the head is suspended from space so that all our weight can transfer nice and neatly down through the leg. And you need to release all the muscles in order to do that properly and get a feeling of sinking. I'm talking in tongues this morning. Get a feeling of sinking down through the legs. Pick up the other foot and just rock back and forth. So if you've not done that before, don't worry too much about the alignments. They come in time. If you have done this quite a lot, then look for those alignments. And then swap to the other side. Again, softening down through the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips. See where you're holding yourself tight, tense and rigid. Are you pushing your hips forward? Are you sitting back? Your bum sticking out? Try and get everything centered. Straight down. Pick up the other foot, shake off the ankle, and swap to the other side. And then just circle the foot. Back the other way. And change. Lift up the knees, circling the foot. Back the other way. And change. Wobbly this morning. Feet together, circling your knees. Back the other way. So just loosening off the ankles, loosening off the knee joints. And then come up. Turn out your toes, turn out your heels, finding your shoulder width. Circling the hips. So this is loosening the hip joints and the pelvis and the waist. Back the other way. Encircling the shoulders. Nice big circle, stretching out the muscles, but not with force. Just allow the ball joints just to float in the sockets. Opening the muscles around the shoulder and letting them go. Back the other way. Change. So settling down onto the feet. So we're letting the feet spread onto the floor. So letting the tension go on the soles of the feet. And opening up the ankles. Looking for any resistance you have down through the leg. Anywhere where you're twisting or turning into the ankle. So if you're leaning too far forward or you're putting too much pressure going down through the back of the ankle, through the front of the ankle. See if you can get that just to open up and release. So it's like a feeling of melting butter really within the joint. And then come up to the knees, opening the knee joints. Again, just allow yourself to move to find those alignments. And softening the hip joints. Relaxing down through the legs so you're releasing the muscles off. And you're looking for a sweet spot where your leg can just hold you, your legs support you upright, comfortably, without any real tension, force or effort. No struggling through the knees, no twisting, no torque. And as all the muscles around the quad, the crease here, the buttocks, the thighs, the groin start to open up and release. Allow the tailbone just to drop as though you're sitting down on a stool. And feel all the muscles in the lower back just open, let the vertebrae just elongate. And bring your shoulders back to rest comfortably over the hips. Again, opening up the spine, sitting back against the spine. Not leaning back. You want everything to transfer evenly down through both legs at the moment. Find the sweet spot for the shoulders so they can just rest comfortably and then the ball joint can open. And the chin is tucked in very gently to open up the neck, soften the neck. And then suspended from space, all the bones floating upright, the muscles release and sink. So that all the soft tissue just open, release and sink. And start to breathe into your belly so the belly opens up as you breathe in and closes down as you breathe out. And then just start to breathe in, bring the hands up. Chest high, the palms turn over and come up over the head. And then breathe out, circling the hands down. Breathing in, opening up, and breathing out, closing down. So there's an opening and closing with this as the breath in breath opens up. Out breath, closing down. Now if you want more of an aerobic exercise, as you sink, let yourself drop into the thighs and breathe in, come up. And breathe out as the hands sink down, just sinking into the hips. And try not to force the breath into the lungs. Just allow your breathing just to become regular and smooth. Softening the body when you find areas of resistance. do one more. Breathing in, come up, hands come up to the chest. Breathe out, turn the palms, push down and come to rest on your feet again. So working on the alignments, softening the feet, opening the ankles, softening the knees and the hips. The tailbone drop under, opening up the lower back, shoulders resting comfortably over the hips, chin tucked in to create the opening of the neck. And bones suspended from space, muscles relax, release, sink. Softening the mind, let the mind trickle down into the belly. And breathing in, bring the hands up to the chest. Breathe out, left hand floats up, right hand pushes down. Breathing in, turn the palms, bring them back to the chest. Breathe out, left hand pushes down, right hand floats up. Keep going. Again, as you breathe out, if you want more of a workout, you can sink into the thighs. And as you breathe in, come up. And breathe out, sinking into the hips and the thighs. Keeping the tailbone dropped, sitting down on a stool. One more. Breathing in, hands come up to the chest. Breathing out, push down, let the hands come to rest by the sides. Check your alignments again, so opening up your feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, Tailbone drops as though you're sitting down on a stool. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips. Chin tucked in to open up the neck. Head suspended from space. And then all the muscles release. So release the muscles down through the arms, upper arms, opening the elbows, forearms, opening the wrists, emptying the hands, softening the muscles across the shoulder blades, sitting back against the spine and opening the muscles either side of the spine. And then connecting with the waist, sitting back against the spine, just turn the waist, rotating around your spine and back, and keep going. So get a nice momentum going. Really release the arms now so that the arms just swing like a piece of rope with the hands being a weight on the end. Rotating around the spine, moving from the waist. So the waist moves the shoulders transfer momentum down into the arms. Soften the arms completely and then pay attention to what's going on in the legs. Just allow the legs to release, the muscles relax, so that you're not twisting down through the knee and the ankle. You're allowing your legs to act like shock absorbers or pistons. Get the movement smooth, totally released. Really relaxing the shoulders now. And change, let the momentum transfer so that the arms now swing out to the sides, and then one hand swings in front, the other one swings behind. Softening the shoulders, still rotating around the spine from the waist. So your shoulders should be moving because your waist is moving. Your arms are swinging because momentum is transferred out from the shoulders down through the arms into the fingertips. So the arms become like a piece of rope and the hands are a weight on the end. Now make sure you're not sort of like leaning yourself over to one side. Keep yourself reasonably upright, turning around the spine. So there should be a slight transfer of weight from one side to the other now. But again, using your legs properly as pistons, it's just transferring the weight down through the feet and then coming back up again. Turning around the waist, rotating around the spine. So just come to rest on the feet, softening the feet, the ankles, the knees. If you need to, just give the legs a little shake. Softening the hips, tailbone drops, shoulders resting over the hips, chin tucked in, head suspended from space. Then let all the muscles just release and sink while the bones float upright. And then palms to the floor, breathing, let the hands float forward. Breathing out, drop the elbows, drop the wrists and down. So as you're breathing in, the hands are floating forward and you're opening up. And as you breathe out, the hands float down and sink, closing down. Everything relaxed, releasing the hips. And then sit down as though you're sitting on a stool as the hands fall. Come up as the hands rise. And breathe out. One more. And then we'll change. Take the fingertips to the right, circling the hands up. Right hand in front of the face. The left hand continues down, holding the ball in centre. And turning the waist to the right. Let the hands go round to the right. And as you square the hips, swap the hands and return back to centre, pointing to the front wall. And then turn your waist over the left leg. And then swap the hands, pivoting at the elbows as you square the hips. Sitting back against the spine and the pelvis. Mind to the belly, rotating around the waist and the spine. Softening down through the legs so you're not twisting. And just feel how the movement transfers weight from one side to the other. how everything's connected. Be aware of whether you're leaning forward or back. And then try and get your weight to evenly transfer down through both feet. Completely release the legs so that they can do their job, hold you upright. One more. And as the hips square, circle the lower hand up. Both hands chest height, take a breath in, breathe out, push the hands down, let them come to rest at the sides, take a couple of breaths. And closing the hands over the belly, so knuckle of the thumb in the tummy button, let the palm rest down, the other hand comes in flat over the top. Left hand under right for men, right hand under left for ladies. Then settling down through your feet, soften the feet. Softening the ankles. Opening the knees. And the hips. Tailbone drops as though you're sitting down on a stool. Spine elongates as the shoulders rest comfortably over the hips. Chin tucks in gently to open up the neck. And then with all the bones floating in space, let the muscles release and sink. And change, bring the hands up, softening the shoulders, sink the elbows, Open the wrists and wiggle the fingers at the ends of the arms. Bring the hands down, circling the hands at the ends of the arms. Change, breathing in, come up onto the toes. Breathe out, relax, let yourself drop. Breathing in, come up. Breathe out and drop. Keep going. One more. And relax. Come up, just shake off the body. You need to just rotate the waist, softening down through the body as you do. Rotate the shoulders and back and change. So as always, we have for the white dragons, red dragons and black dragons, we have the 8 brocades set starting at 11 o'clock in the Dragon Warrior group, sorry, the White Dragon group. And we have the Ichuan again in the White Dragon group at 2. And then we have a Red Dragon Tai Chi class this evening, but don't worry about that. And I'll be back 7 o'clock tomorrow morning with another one of these. So if you enjoyed that session, please feel free to share your experiences, your comments, any testimonials you'd like to leave, any feedback you'd like to give us, because it always helps improve the content and give us ideas of where we can go with all of this. And if I could ask you to tag, share and like, that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Take care. Have a really great day.